उसको नहीं दिखाओ, ये उसको नहीं दिखाओ।
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Now that's well seen too. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Dembele. And it's lofted through here. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Very little question about who's going to be the star of the show here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, assuming we're referring to the one and only Francesco Totti.
Of course we are.
Yeah, well, when you look at him, you just think about mischief, devilment, somebody who finds those pockets of space and gets turning and bringing others into play. And not only that, Peter, but a very...
Dembele! Totti. And it's Messi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Stoichkov, and Stoichkov! Just off target.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Still goalless. Messi. That is good alertness. Now it's Dembele. And it's Drogba. Drogba! Oh, it's come loose. And he's quick to get it clear again. Foden.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Shot could be on. And Messi! Goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's cut it out. What a throw in. Now it's Messi. Drogba. Foden. Dundee leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Clips it so gently. And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Some first half thoughts?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Dundee come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Messi. Number 18, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 19, Erling Haaland. Number 10.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Dundee clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Doué. Oh, that's a key interception. Foden. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Dundee are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Stoichkov gets flagged offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
And the shot! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Thuram. It's a good spell of possession, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. And that should get the job done. Veron.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drogba. There's the shot! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Varane.
देखने देता हूँ घड़ी को मैन ऑफ द मैच को देंगे managers. Each manager is good at certain team play styles. Try to use any team play style in which the manager has a score above 70 or above. ये बोल रहा है सब मैनेजर सेम ही है कोई भी यूज कर लो
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against... It's Eto'o! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Thuram. Dembele. De Bruyne. De Ligt did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Eto'o, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shifted upfield. Driving on and making good progress. Dundee are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And the pass is intercepted. Veron.
Dundee really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's picked out the run. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
There's the shot! And one more try! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! Eto'o duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the shot's on here.
1 minute added time.
And he's heaved it away. And here's Xabi Alonso. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can
And now
repeat
I'd
their
just
first
like
half
to read
success
out
with
our fan club
another
members
show
who are
of strength?
celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution on the field. Number 24, Messi. Number 18, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 19, Erling Haaland. Number 21, Bellingham.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
In with the challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Defending of the desperate variety.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Some resolute defending there. Roberto Carlos.
The attendance for this match
That's
was
positional gold, the utilisation of
71,898.
space.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! It's there!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Dundee get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's quick to get it clear again. Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured that. He could be in here, and he's in on shapes to shoot! It's in!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
71 minutes is number 18.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Coming on the
Dundee
field
are,
is
of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Federico Valverde.
Ronaldinho looking to get on the end of this. Araujo with the clearance. He's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Xabi Alonso. Coming on to replace him is number 10.
Dundee are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Bellingham. Baresi makes the interception. De Ligt. And it's Neymar. Valverde. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. Araujo. Bellingham. Haaland. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is expertly dealt with. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Number 29.
He rises! They've scored! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Dundee. Van Nistelrooy! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fires from distance. And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Dundee didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
Yes, Salah scripting. अस्सी के ऊपर जान ही नहीं दे रहा ना ये रुक जा बेटा कोनामी
हेलो
देख बोलो उसमें आवाज आ रहा है क्या उधर जाके बैठ के उसमें आ रहा है क्या आवाज ये इसमें उधर जाके देख हाँ निकाल लो रोनाल्डो खेल ही नहीं सकता भाई एक भी डिफेंडर
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it is
and
the week's
welcome
most
to today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. And that has been cleared.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's managed to get rid. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nunez. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Okay, interesting. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Xabi Alonso. Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Veron. He's through here. Alonso. And here's Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Dembele. It's Drogba! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Dundee have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. It's run loose here. And here's Drogba. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Danger averted for now. And it's Drogba. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rudiger makes the interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a really well-measured ball. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass is just off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Dundee have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pull it. Well read, nice interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Dundee clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira. He won't be happy with that one.
Dundee have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. No way through. Baron. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Short changes him with that pass. Drogba. Pullet. Pullet finds himself offside. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Face to face with the keeper. Can he finish? It's there! That could turn out to be a huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The lightness of step, there's the shot! Haaland is flagged offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Xabi Alonso does well to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution in progress.
And here's Bellingham. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that was vital.
Dundee certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And he was quick to react. Haaland!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's it. Dundee have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
All the best for members of our fan club.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom.
डेम्बेले कब मारेगा गोल? बहुत गर्म हो रहा है यार, मोबाइल इतना गर्म क्यों हो रहा है ये? विष्णु विष्णु है विष्णु।
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Dembele, and he welcomes it in, and he welcomes it, and the shot! It's there!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Santos finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Guardiola. Dembele. Now it's Drogba. He is through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Santos applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. There will be a throw-in. Out to the right.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Ronaldinho. Half an hour played now. Played back in. Has a goal! Oh, he's in for the pieces! Sticks puts it away! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Dembele, it's a mighty effort! Dembele finds himself offside. Serginho. Xavi Alonso. And it's Drogba. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. Schneider. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Driving through them. It's Ronaldinho! And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the second half started. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well,
He's got the shot away! They've scored!
boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one.
And the shot! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Dundee go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining one.
Chance with a header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. And that's really well manoeuvred. Dundee still have the cards to affect this game. Look at the space here. Haaland! Ronaldinho. Oh, good-looking ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Doué. Haaland. Bale. Bale with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vieira. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Maldini calmly anticipates, and it's Makalele. And that's been intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a shade optimistic. 5 minutes left on the clock. Doué. Dundee clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. They've done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Santos clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Gareth Bale! Gareth Bale! Substitution in progress.
Okay buddy, thanks for watching. वाईफाई बंद हो गया है भाई, अब तो लाइट चली गई, अब बाद में खेलेंगे अब लाइट आने के बाद। थैंक्स buddy, थैंक यू।